Welcome back to another episode of Le KFL Boys.
Le KFL Boys!
As Anthony would say. Let's get real for a moment. If we had to choose...
Get real.
Who among us do you honestly think is the next to be arrested? And for what?
Why Bart for on the side of the freeway?
Is that an
Public
arrestable offense?
defecation? Yeah, I'm sure. Lewd, something.
You think you could talk your way out of it if a cop went up to you while you were doing it and he was like, "Hey, you're coming with me"?
You're like, hey, I backed the blue, brother. I
I don't even think they would arrest me. They'd be like, oh, all right. Don't do that again.
But what if it was female cops?
Yeah.
I think that's the most relatable thing though, is having to
Yeah.
and like you can't hold it and you have to
Do it though in front of kids.
Do you get arrested for that, or do you just get like a ticket?
Maybe a ticket.
I think it depends on how much of an asshole you are when they come up to you.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like when your asshole's out, you're not really asshole to people.
I think if you start crying when they ask you about it, that'd be really good. Like they're gonna feel really
Raising
good.
Cane's from Barstow. They're like,
I got food poisoning there too. 3 times?
Yep.
God, get out of here.
Yeah, if it's if you can convince him that it's food poisoning, I feel like every cop would be lenient about it.
What do cops do when they need a shit?
They turn on the sirens and they go and break the
Oh,
law.
they can go anywhere. Yeah.
Cops can do whatever they want.
That's the whole point of their profession, though. That's a perk, even.
That's sick.
It's in the bylaws.
They probably don't have to go poop that much. They probably have
Cops don't poop.
They probably keep it in. They probably been doing this for a while, huh? They know how to do it. They know how to keep it in.
But I feel like I would abuse that. Like, if I was a cop, I'd like pull up into a business and they'd be like, "Hey, I need you to check your bathroom."
And then you just take a shit.
The bathrooms, you guys got a good bathroom.
That's a great A bath. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a B though. It's a bit of a mess right now.
Someone took a big old shit in there.
Got a huge shit in there. Did you guys know about that? Yeah, you guys didn't know about that, did you?
Next time I come back here, it better be cleaned up.
Yeah, it better be.
gives you a
Better be
fix-it
spick
ticket?
and span.
I feel like you would get in trouble for. I feel like some guy who's acquiring milk illegally would eventually do a deal with you.
And I would buy like
You'd buy like off-market.
off-market milk. Oh man!
sick of having to
And the
drink
price
these
is about to go higher.
Really?
It's dude, right now it's like $12 a fucking gallon.
Are there people like that in Hawaii that are kind of like
Black market food.
Yeah, black market food supply. That's got to be a thing, right?
$12 for a gallon.
I wouldn't be surprised because like whenever there's a crazy market like that, I remember there was like an egg dealer. Remember when there was an egg
Yeah, of course.
shortage?
Yeah.
Dudes would just like,
Months ago.
yeah, I got eggs, man. And everyone's like, where are you getting them eggs? But he won't say anything.
Because I feel like whenever they do like, if there's like a salmonella outbreak and no one can get romaine lettuce or some shit, there's got to be a guy that's like, oh, I can get you lettuce.
I know. Like a lettuce plug.
Yeah, there has
Joe,
to
what are you
be.
gonna do? $12 for a gallon of milk is kind
A
of wild.
gallon is 12?
There's a lot of shit that's happening. So even shipping is gonna jump up like almost 10%.
Is this because of tariffs?
No, because so it's this weird. I think it's called the Jones Act or some shit like that. But it's a weird law where ships have to be American made. So that's why Hawaii's so expensive, because we can't find the cheapest like shipper. We have to use like a handful of companies that
Like an American carrier or something.
yeah, but then they have like a monopoly on the
Is that like a military defense concept for Hawaii specifically?
No.
It had something to do with trade laws, but then it only affected Hawaii because when do American states need to ship things to itself,
Got it.
or like, so then
I don't know if it secretly also has to do with the fact that it's like a,
it is a base, but then what ends up happening is everything goes to LA and then it comes to Hawaii, so it's stupid because it
Always does that?
yeah, so it's like from Asia, right? And instead of stopping at Hawaii, it goes straight
To Long Beach?
to Long Beach, and from Long Beach it comes to Hawaii.
How long does it take to go from Long Beach to Hawaii on a
so
ship?
it's almost like shipping customs. You gotta go through customs in
Yeah.
the mainland.
Because I heard it's even like that with tuna. Like tuna will be caught, let's say if it was close to California, it ships to Japan and then goes back to California. I think Japan gets all of the sorting and distribution of tuna.
It says it takes 5 to 9 days to go from Long Beach to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if I place an
Holy
order,
shit, that's a long time.
it'll take about 11 days total for it to get. But that's because they have to prepare the order, pick it up, and then stuff. But yeah,
They gotta
5
pick
to
up the
9
milk
days
from
is
Costco in
crazy.
Hawaii. They gotta ship it over to Long Beach and then ship it back to Hawaii.
But it is crazy though. 5 to 9 days is not. It's not bad considering how slow that ship is.
So when you're doing inventory stuff, you have to be all over it, or your delay could cost you business.
Yeah, and then it's not just one like, it's like so I gotta get stuff from LA from our warehouse, but I also gotta get like perishable ingredients from different sources. So it's pretty fucking annoying.
When you're in Hawaii, does your Amazon look different than what it looks like here? Like what you're able to get off
Yeah,
of it?
dude. Like, so the fastest Prime is probably like at least 3 days or something. I don't know. You don't. There's no 2 days. Like,
Wow.
there's some stuff.
There's no same day?
They just no, but they just opened up a facility. But everyone's laughing because it's like, yeah, now there's an Amazon sorting facility, but we still don't get like 2 day.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, that's
How
crazy.
does that work?
It's Hawaii time, baby.
It just I mean, it just takes time because things overnight. Like for some reason, I don't know how they make it work because like they fly shit over every day, so it comes over the plane all the time. But I don't know why it still takes more time when it lands. Maybe there's like, because we have UPS and all the other stuff, right? But it just might be like things like worker shortage or just they don't have enough, you know.
Weird.
Yeah, because it is an island, and it trips me out though, because like I live around skyscrapers, so I feel like I'm in a city, but I'm constantly reminded that I'm actually on an island, and like things can just be out of commission. I think it's like 3 days away from food. Like if there's no shipments for 3 days, that's it. They don't have enough supplies for everybody.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anthony, for Kinjas, how long does it usually take to send a move to like across the sea or whatever, to go to China or something?
Depends on the Wi-Fi you have.
Oh, Wi-Fi, yeah. Okay, got it.
Send a move.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys do it.
2 moves takes longer.
Does it? You need more lead time?
Yeah, especially if you go in 4K.
Like I can't overnight this.
What do
so
you think Anthony's gonna be arrested for?
arrested for? Public indecency.
Showing his dick.
Yeah,
In what way?
I think he'll be one of those guys who's pissing by the freeway, then he gets arrested because some kid saw it.
To be completely honest, in this room, I honestly feel like I'm gonna be the most likely to be like handcuffed and put into the back of a police car.
Really? Why?
Because a cop wanted to
For
fuck.
autopilot on my Tesla while I'm drunk as fuck.
No way.
Is that illegal?
Not in America, it's not.
I think being behind any steering wheel while you're above the alcohol.
He's obviously kidding right now. by the way.
So Anthony's most likely to DUI, and
You never got a DUI though.
Nick is most likely to road rage.
I'm most likely to beat
passed
the
the
shit out of the
test.
guy across the street from me.
Oh, the crazy guy, the crazy drunk.
I might just fucking snap and beat up a homeless guy or something.
I think you should have beat up that drunk guy.
Woosah.
No, yeah. I'm like, I'm calm. No, I joke. I probably won't never do that. I'm too much of a coward, a yellow belly to do that.
Most likely to road rage though, and then accidentally fight somebody.
I feel like my
he's
road
gonna be
rage is-
Nicolas Cage in Con Air, dude. He's gonna like for the most righteous reason accidentally kill a guy. And it's gonna be like, because of your black belt status, you are a lethal weapon in American society.
Oh, lit.
Yeah. And he's gonna have to be sent to jail.
And like,
penny, dude.
and then all they're gonna do is like, my superpower is getting knocked out, and they're gonna be like, oh, you're actually not that good at this.
That's the knockout king. Shh, that's the knockout king.
You're under
He gets knocked
arrest.
out.
Shit. No, he gets knocked out
Be
good.
careful. Your floor he's gonna get dented.
He gets knocked out and arrested.
You have marble? You got marble?
Yeah, I
or,
hope you got marble, man.
ceramic tiles.
About to be put to the test.
Oh damn.
I do feel like I'm more likely to get arrested.
Then Anthony?
What? For what?
I don't know. Like one day I might just snap.
I think Anthony's.
That's what I'm worried about. Actually, like one of my biggest fears is like one day I'll just snap and like
Well, you feel like you got a lot of pent up shit?
no.
Then what are you
sometimes-
snapping from?
No, but I feel like there's seasons where it can fucking build up. But I don't know. Sometimes I just worry like that's in me. That wrath. Is,
I think you being arrested in that way though, they would end up letting you go after.
Because they'll feel bad. They'll be like, we all get angry. We all get angry sometimes.
Yeah.
I think Can might get arrested
For what?
for exploiting business owners.
For grooming.
That's what I think.
He's gonna get arrested for fucking deleting all this footage.
Grooming all of
us.
For convincing the owners that it costs more money to do to edit a video the same day they're already editing other videos.
Hey, I think.
How he pulled that one off. Credits to Can.
Yeah.
Masterful.
I think Anthony's gonna get arrested at the border between here and China.
Hey, cut that out.
But I think it's gonna be on some like oopsie shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what though? The first time we hung out with this guy outside of JK, because I never really hung out with him outside of this office. But that time we went
Because you're not
bowling-
real friends.
Yeah, not real friends.
Yeah.
But that's one time we went bowling and I saw Anthony and I was like, Anthony's kind of a wild boy. I wasn't expecting how like actually wild you kind of are.
He likes to play. Come on, yeah.
Yeah, like you can actually.
What was so wild about him?
He's like the Asian party in fucking Harold and Kumar when you go in and why the fuck is the math club raving so hard?
Yeah, I didn't know Anthony was such a like. I don't want to categorize you
categorize.
as a party boy, but like
I'm a fuck
you
boy,
know,
just say it.
No, you know how to bring the fun to a party.
It's funny because I've always known him as that.
Because I felt like everyone started fucking around when you were fucking around. And everybody was like, all right, Anthony, okay, we're all fucking around now. And you just bring that everybody.
America's sweetheart right here. I don't know what you're
I
talking
feel like
about.
you get a bunch of guys riled up and we have tiki torches somewhere and we're just marching.
R.A.P. Golden Mile Bowling too.
I felt like if I started wilding out the way that Anthony was, people would be like, this white guy is disrespecting this Asian-owned business, right?
Yeah. He doesn't respect me.
Yeah, and then Anthony started doing it, and I was like, okay, it's just a fuck around now. Everyone's good. We're good.
Anthony gave us the green light.
We would have made it on the front cover of fucking Next Shark, dude.
He's bullying this bowling alley, this Asian-owned.
Terrorize this bowling
Yeah,
alley.
exactly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't think I would get arrested.
At all.
They probably think you're a cop. They're like, keep it moving.
I'm probably the last guy that actually was put into a cop car and taken to a police station.
See?
What happened?
It was in China.
In China? That's scary as
Why?
fuck.
Did you say Taiwan --
Were you
No, I didn't
pooping
say
your
that.
pants?
No, I wasn't pooping. It was straight up. I've told the story once here. We was just partying after one of our huge events out in Chengdu, and then we were being real loud and rowdy up in this top my partner's house, which is the top of like an apartment building. She has like the penthouse floor, right? And so cops pulled up. They're like, oh, you guys need to shut down the party, blah, blah. So they shut it down and everybody was like, leave. There's like 20, 30 of us like raging in this house. So, all right, let's just take it back to the studio, blah, blah, right? Cops packed us in the elevator and then this is some dumb shit that I did. But right when the elevator, this is the cop right here and all of us were in the elevator. Right when the elevator door closed, I was like, let's party, right? And I was just like loud again, but obviously they still heard. So they found that extremely disrespectful, and they knew that I was the last one visually. Like, that was me.
Yeah, you're being fucking Johnny Somali or whatever.
And you're the hottest one.
Yeah, hottest boy.
I recognize that now. And then, so when we finally got out, like the cops were like, the same cops were like combing through all the homies that were like trying to get into taxi cars to go to the studio, and they were looking for me.
Whoa, you pissed them off.
But I was drunk, so I came by and I was like, "What's going on?" I didn't know they were looking for me.
Anthony.
I was just, "What's going on?" And they're like, "You," right? And so they took me into the car, and I was still so drunk that I was like, "Hey, as long as they're not taking," because I was the host of the entire event. Right. As long as they're not taking anybody else, I felt like it was fine. It was my responsibility to handle what was supposed to be handled. I didn't know they were looking for me.
Very Chinese of you.
You know, because
You thought they were like looking for who's in charge and not just you.
So
Did you do another party commentary in the car? Like party bus?
Did you tell him sorry for party rocking?
Wow, everyone's really boring in here.
Where's the champagne?
I was so drunk that I was still not recognizing what was going on. They took me and my partner, because I couldn't speak Chinese, to the police station. This is like 2, 3 in the morning.
Oh shit, dude.
And I was so lit that like by the time we were sitting at the police station, and it's technically closed, but they like brought me in, and it's like dark in the office. I'm there and I'm just like falling asleep, right? And so this is China police, so it's like totally different rules. Like the guy was basically trying to like hit me to wake me up. And so the only thing that like my partner, who's a woman, could do was like, she's like, no, it's okay. It's like, just hit me instead, which was the only thing that would make them like not want to hit, because they're willing to like hit me.
This Coco?
Yeah. So she's like, no, please, just hit me. He's just like tired of, right? So she was trying to protect me. By the time I was able to wake up and be cognizant, they were making me write a Chinese like promise letter, basically, that I had to fingerprint and sign, saying that I would never like step out of line, blah blah blah. And then I was like, I don't understand what's going on. They're like, you need to write this in Chinese. I was like, I don't know how to write Chinese. So then they had to print it out, and I had to trace it and copy
Like a
it.
standard,
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was doing this just drunk.
Like you're in elementary school.
Chinese. Drunk trying to do his
You
crazy.
got off easy, dude.
And then I was at the police station for like 2.5 hours. Damn. Until I finally did that and we were able to go.
See, he's a wild boy.
I thought they were communists.
You are most likely to get arrested.
You're a wild boy.
Because you're wild.
That's why I think it would be on some oopsie stuff. Like you didn't mean to like do that.
Yeah, that's just some oopsie stuff.
No, he did mean to. He was meant to party. At 2 a.m., I'm sleeping. That's why I don't get into trouble.
But he's hosting. He can't go to sleep.
I'm hosting from my bed.
Bart doesn't make mistakes because he doesn't get drunk.
He makes mistakes without being drunk,
That's
Sober mistakes.
very, very cute.
and that's cool.
I feel like you would accidentally like leave something in your bag that wasn't too big of a deal when you're like crossing borders.
Brittany Grimer.
Like a massive black dildo.
I didn't know this was illegal in China. I'm sorry, officer.
Whoa, how'd that get in there?
What if I pranked you? I put a massive black dildo in your bag, and then they were like, "What's this?" What would your response be?
Oh, crack.
No, you can't. They're gonna make you do that shit.
Oh, it's my massage.
You can't disrespect.
Oh, look, it works.
Yeah. You have to show.
I think it would be too funny because the dildo, no matter what, is not illegal.
It's not?
Some countries it might be. Some people might think you're being a party boy.
It's a rum.
It's wrong, officer.
In Morocco,
How would you explain yourself to the?
If Ryan put a dildo in my bag while I was on the way to a haram country where it was illegal, like that's on some Omicron shit.
The other week, Bart hit me up and goes, "You wouldn't happen to have a fake knife, would you?" And I was like, "Oh, you know what? I put one in your bag at JK. You should have one."
I couldn't find it.
Oh, it's gone.
In this bag?
Yeah.
This one, right?
I found it in my bag.
Whoops! I think it was Nick's bag.
This is the same week that you asked me if I had a fake gun.
Oh, yeah, I did.
That was in my bag.
Whoops! You took it home?
No, yeah, I took it home and I brought it back. But the knife is in my bag at home.
I thought it was Bart's bag.
Why do you, Bart? We have plastic knives all over the fucking place for some reason. You just weren't. You're in Vegas.
It's Vegas,
word.
yeah.
What do you need a plastic knife for?
Writing videos.
Oh, okay.
I'm brainstorming ideas.
I was gonna knife somebody.
So what? You're just doing JK films again?
Just acting goofy. See what happens.
Sick.
That's a random question.
I think you might get arrested for filming something in public that doesn't look like you're filming.
like a robbery or something.
Like, remember when we were doing the stuff for Barbell in that alleyway, and we looked like we had ski masks on, me and Rakia?
But in East LA though, it just looks like people doing regular stuff. That's
true, yeah.
So, oh, this is a regular robbery. It's fine.
Right, yeah, it's true. We probably get arrested for filming.
Yeah.